I would like now to invite the Deputy Minister of Water and Environment Affairs from South Africa, Honourable Rejoice Mubadala Pasi. Again, my good friend.
Thank you, my good friend, who is also a program director, also Ms. Maria, my sister, who set the tone that we don't have to say who's who, but to say that everyone, are all welcome, and that we are all excited about this initiative from the civil society, which is an important entity of the community. I'm quite aware that you gave us 5 minutes, and I'll do it in 4 minutes. Yes, with me, I've decided to take only one point out of all those points that I'll speak on that empower women to play a central role in the provision, management, and safeguarding of water, and share some of the experiences, because we said this is a sharing session, so I'm starting with that one. Firstly, we say that we live the talk, we walk the talk in South Africa. Water and environment with women, both of us are women. And we're saying that we are the custodians of the environment and water being part of it. So that is why we have the data appointment shows the intervention that is there. Our policies are enablers for the active participation of women. And as a Ministry of Water and Environmental Affairs, we're implementing some of the programs that we feel we need to empower women. Every year we have got a conference on women and water. We've got also, I'll also talk of the other one, I won't leave it because it's part of it, women and environment. That is every second year, but this one, women in water. We've got projects that women developed. I was very, very much tired. The first one, one of them, actually it wasn't the first one of them, it was from the women in KwaZulu-Natal, where women, they've got a very big river, but they saw that the water can't use it, it's highly polluted. It's then that, on the other hand, we were planning, as usual, that we are going to have a project adopt a river. And women, on the other hand, in one of the provinces, they thought about it. That river is highly polluted, it's a big river, but also it had a lot of bushes and many other things were happening in those bushes. So they resolved the problem of pollution and also of safety there. And the women, they themselves, they took it upon themselves to find out what pollutes that river. And they walked and they found that no, it goes through informal settlement, the municipality is not collecting the waste. So they went to the municipality. All that. And then we came up with this project that we call it Adopt a River. Today it has grown. We haven't started long as last year. We already have employed 1,000 women. And in all the 9 provinces, we've got this Adopt a River. That water, understand the water is for drinking, it's for home consumption, domestic use, but also we feel as women who are not able to participate in the economy of the country. So what they did, they cleared and planted vegetables along the river. And now they are even supplying the big supermarkets that are there as women. So that we must create that environment as women. We've got initiatives that they are able to supply. Now they are sure every month money is getting into their banking account. So that's one of the examples that we have. And now we have got these at the end of every year, usually it's in July, it's in August. Yeah, we do it in August because in South Africa, August is the Women's Month. So every August, we showcase the different projects that we have the women showcase, and they are given awards, and that money goes into supporting that program. The project that we have is the Adopt a River. We've got another category that is education and community development, that they do that, and then those who win, they also get the money. So it's very important, it's important to educate and empower the communities out there so that they're able to run life on their own. So another category is about water conservation. You know, with us, South Africa, we're a water scarce country, and they saw it. The municipalities are losing water through leaking pipes and other things, and also the way we plant. They emphasize on the way we do our gardens, our fields, the way we plant. With this water conservation, they know that it's production while you conserve. So they use methods that are able to use less water and yet to get many returns. We've taken it up to the youth because we've got the youth programs where we also participate in Stockholm every year. And we thrice we've been winning. That year, the project that was done by a young lady, Claire Reid, she won in Stockholm out of showing how we can produce and while you are conserving water. So that project later on it became a company. She has got now 7 women working in her company. So we've empowered the youth. So one of them, again, is the water quality. They test the quality of the water of the rivers that are around them. Some of them didn't go very much to high school. The basics of testing water. They come with their indigenous knowledge of how they can show that this water is not good for consumption. So those are some of the projects that we give these awards and identify, the women identify challenges around them because the challenges are never the same and they address those identified challenges. That we've got a panel of judges, the water experts who become the judges there. And then as they win, we support the winning projects and ensure that further development whereby some of those projects are small businesses. We feel we must also participate in the economy of the country. So that's why we still have to struggle to convince these men that we can also do it. Now we're doing it innovatively. We also interact in a way that we share, we use this with the communities, with their indigenous knowledge. They've got the indigenous knowledge, we must not throw it away, it really helps. We have seen it when we're preparing for COP17, we had a climate change train that started in Cape Town, right up north. It will stop somewhere, it stops. The community come and they tell us that we understand climate change because we see what is changing in the vegetables that we are planting. So that is some of the issues. I'm just probing you to think about others and that we are able to interact and share the knowledge. While making efforts to encourage and mentor young women professionals in the water sector and young girls in school to study water-related as careers. But that's why we have got bursaries that we give those children. We know they are struggling children, and we know our scientists are aging, and we need young blood as we saw it. Thank you very much. We'll hear more.